the Lakers, I think a lot of people forget, or they make too much of LeBron being 41, but his IQ is he probably has, would you say, the best IQ in the history of the game?
Between
Whoa.
him, Magic, you know, those would be the main two. Larry
The
Bird,
main two. So
you know.
so all these players are doing so much better just because LeBron, one, accepted his role, and two, he's still able to, play the game. But his IQ, like, it's no coincidence that Jackson Hayes is, now that LeBron has, really embraced, not that he embraced it, but he accepted that third, I'm more of a playmaker role. All these players are just, playing a lot better with
Hmm.
more confidence. Um, and I think the most important thing now is secure the third seed, um, stay healthy for the playoffs, and I know I say this every time on the podcast. We podcast every playoffs. We always say the only team that worries us is this team, and then we don't even make it out the first round. But
Yeah.
this year, man, I think this year is just the way Luke is playing. I genuinely, like, the last couple of years, when you look back and you're like, damn, I can't believe we were that naive to think
Mm.
that this team could really make some noise. But this year, I mean, the way Luke is playing, I really think finally that OKC is the only team that can really give
Fuck
us
with us.
trouble. Yeah, yeah. And everybody's kind of morphing into their roles. They know when they're playing, how they're playing. Um, but Marcus Smart definitely's gotta get right for the playoffs. He's one
Yeah.
of those guys where, you know, the championship experience, the toughness, the not afraid of the big moment. He's definitely got to get right for the playoffs if we're gonna make, you know, a deep run. And Bronny, actually, he looks like he's solidifying himself as a legit, like, quality, um maybe ninth, 10th player in the
Mm.
on the bench type of player. You know, he's
Mm.
he's got the pedigree. Um, it seems like he's got the work ethic. If he can just play really good defense and work on his jumper, 3D type guy. Um, you know, um,
I,
very pleasantly surprised with Rob.
I was gonna say about Bronny, man. I mean, kind of. I mean, just like you said, like he's definitely got to, like work on his shot. But like he's been playing good, like on ball defense. But I think the next level for him is like he's got to turn it up and be like that hustle guy too. Like,
Yeah.
like Jake Laravia's been like Jake Laravia came out of that Indiana game, but like he had to steal in this game. Like Bronny needs to make impact plays like that on defense.
hmm
Um, like that's got to be his kind of like blueprint,
He's
low key.
Yeah, he's. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's in his DNA, but if he could have that hunger that
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Pat
Mhm.
Beverly played with, maybe not so
Mhm.
much the aggression, right? Because that's not really
Mhm.
his game. That's not really his
Yeah.
his attitude, but the intensity,
Yeah.
the like he can really legit make a name for himself. Not, I mean, definitely not. I don't think he's ever going to be a quality starter, but he's definitely not a Make a Wish Foundation anymore. He's a solid player that can get you 10 to 15 really good NBA minutes.
Mhm. Like for example, there was a play in the game where like we gave up a steal and like Wizards went out on a got a fast break dunk and he just kind of let the guy go and get the dunk. Like on a play like that, I would have loved to see him at least, at least try to like, at least slap the backboard. Like try to chase him down. Make it hard on him, something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of hustle you need. That's intensity, right?
The
Like that's
grit, the
not,
grit.
yeah, like that's intensity. That's not necessarily like aggressive, like Pat Bev, right? But that's like bringing intensity to your role right there. Like, go give me some hustle, bro. Like, slap the backboard at least. Like, make him at
Yeah.
least think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like 9.5 times out of 10, obviously he's still gonna dunk it, but like,
Yeah. Make your presence
yeah,
felt.
at least,
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So for my part, um, I was going to say that I think that I read saw the other day somebody said that the between the Thunder, the Spurs, the Lakers, and the Nuggets, they were something like 50-5 in March coming in like
damn.
like a couple it was like a day or two ago I saw that stat 50-5 combined. So I mean you're talking about four teams pretty much playing as well as you can play, right? Lakers lost once to Denver. Denver lost once to the Lakers. So that's two of the losses right there. Um, so you just look at it, man. You look at the West, and it's looking. I mean, Houston is the team in the West that's just like you can almost. I don't want to say stick a fork in them, but their lack of a point guard. And like I said
Yeah.
before, I like Reed Shepard, but he's a year away, I think, from being able to be someone who you can count on in the playoffs. I feel like, especially in the West, where look at how good these guys are in the West. Minnesota's had kind of a strange year. They're just kind of like just there. You know, everybody else has made more noise one way or the other than Minnesota's made. But they've been in the conference finals the last 2 years, so you can't overlook them. And
Mhm.
it's just going to be very interesting to see what happens. Luca. Uh, I mean, like I said, you know, he got the 16th. They rescinded it. He got another one. It's like I don't know. I mean, he's one of like top three guys I can think of as far as getting technicals. Rashid, or like top four, like Rashid, Ron Artest, Draymond, and Luca. And I just
Rodman.
huh? Rodman, yeah.
Rodman.
So
Rodman.
that's the five, right? And
Hmm.
Yeah.
out of all those guys, he's the best player. You don't think of
Easily, yeah.
Kobe or
And he's
Jordan.
the and he's the and he's the less aggressive of all of them. It's just his
Yeah.
whining and his nagging. That's what's crazy. Like if he was if he was like a really in your
Intense.
face,
Yeah.
just yeah, like a guy that's out there like a Bill Laimbeer, just out there to cause havoc or you know. But he's just it's literally just whining and complaining because he doesn't do hard fouls.
Oh,
He doesn't, it's just bitching and moaning and